Hello, Senior Stoner fans. It's the real Senior Stoner back at you for your high five duo dab of the day. Hello, everybody. Today is Tuesday. Good morning. Today, I want to talk about change. You'd be surprised how many people resist change of any kind. Sometimes we get so caught up in fighting change that we actually put off dealing with the things that are changing. Remember, denial is a powerful force and it protects us in many ways. But stepping outside of it and saying to yourself, things are changing and it's okay, can be less stressful than putting it off. Change and realization of change is incredibly important. You have to realize that even good change can cause stress. When I was a younger man, one of the companies I worked for made us read a book, Who Moved My Cheese? It was about change of management and change of relationships in an office setting. So sometimes when people go through a positive life change, graduation, birth of a baby, they still feel a great deal of stress, even dread, even though it's a wonderful thing that's happened. Keep in mind that positive change can create stress just like not so positive change. Stress is your body's, we've talked about this, normal way of reacting to change. It's okay to feel stressed even when something good has happened. In fact, it's normal. Postpartum depression happens a lot. It's normal to feel some type of stress even after you've achieved that major sale. Think about it. Another way to deal with change is to keep up a regular schedule, because the more things change, the more important it is for you to stick to a schedule, a routine. Stick to the routine on the things that aren't changing. So you want to have some things that stay the same in a world of change, like walking sugar every day. It gives us an anchor, at least me. And an anchor is often a reminder that some things are still the same, even though other things are changing. It kind of gives your brain a little bit of rest. Sometimes when you're going through a lot of change, it might help to even write it down on a sticky note and check it off as you go, or on your iPhone, because it's one less thing your brain has to hold inside. We're trying to relieve ourselves of stress, not increase it. So also when change happens and you want to deal with it, you want to eat as healthy as possible. Think about it. Think about what I'm saying here. Not talking about eating disorders, not talking about alcohol, things like that. Talking about the fact that comfort foods need to be moderated. Okay? You got to make sure that you're eating healthy. I want to talk about exercise as a way to deal with these things, but I know myself, my exercise is really limited to walking sugar twice a day. But if it's my regular exercise and it would be your regular exercise, just keep doing it. But if exercise is not part of your routine at all and you can do it, please try. Even walking around the block can help you feel better. Check with a doctor and make sure you can even do that, but it can make you even feel better just doing that. So there's a lot going on, because what's going to happen when you're active is motivation's going to kick in, your smile's going to kick in, your natural personality's going to kick in, even around the change and the stress you're having. You know, one thing people don't do, it's one thing to watch a video that somebody's doing, it's another thing to pick up the phone and call and ask for help. Get help, my goodness. If something's happening and you need assistance, think of a trusted friend, think of a family member, think of someone you know, a neighbor you've asked for help in the past. It's important, because if the change is so significant that you're thinking of doing yourself harm, thinking of hurting yourself, thinking of doing something bad, by golly, get to a professional right now. Don't wait. You know, the other thing is, change can cause positives as well. So maybe due to the change in your life, you meet new people. That's a good thing. Maybe you started practicing healthier habits. That's a good thing. Maybe you became more active. Maybe you became more assertive. Maybe you became calmer if you were, agitated. So maybe the change helped you prioritize what's important in your life. Because what change does, yes, it upsets the equilibrium. Yes, it's like throwing jacks in the air. You don't know where they're going to land. But it presents us with an opportunity. In the life cycle that's cyclical, like a Ferris wheel. When you get on the top, you're going over. And it's going to be two things you're going to be faced with: hope and opportunity. So change presents us with an opportunity to grow. And it's important to acknowledge how things can become better as a result. Change is not all bad. So what you can do is you can get proactive. That means you can have change, take charge with change, and work proactively and preventatively. Figure out what steps you need to take before change happens. That's how I am. Reactive is waiting for it to happen, and then we take action after it happened. Like making an appointment with a doctor after you don't feel well. Well, how about making an appointment with a doctor for a physical when you feel just fine? You understand what I'm saying? It means realizing that you can be a positive impact on yourself when you're proactive, when change happens. Having something that you can point to, gearing up some way, motivating yourself to make things better. Whatever happens, however you do it, there's an opportunity. And believe it or not, when you're going through change, you're going to gravitate towards social media. You're going to go to your Facebook, you're going to go to your Twitter, you're going to go to the ways you communicate with people on Instagram, etc. But think about the skewed view you may get by looking at everyone else's life. They might be doing just great. It might make you feel worse. So you've got to be very careful. Everyone battles. Everyone has battles they're fighting. Everyone. It's just different battles with different people. So try not to compare yourself to others. If you are, step away from those platforms so you're not constantly in the face of others. And finally, and maybe the most important thing, and I say it a lot, give yourself a break. Stuff happens. It's a time of change. You may feel a little out of control. You may feel like you're not living up to the expectations you set for yourself. But remember that you're allowed to do less than what's humanly possible. Give yourself permission to do that. Nothing says you have to function at 100% every time. People make mistakes. We were born to fail. It's one of the great things about human. It's learning from mistakes that counts, whether they're yours or someone else's. Think about it like this. Maybe like this. Maybe there are no mistakes. Only good stories for later. Make a point. Try to make a point of weaving in some laughter, some fun. Laughter increases dopamine and endorphin and serotonin, and that makes you feel good. It also decreases cortisol, a stress-producing hormone. So you have tactics and techniques and tools in the quiver. All those tools are there for you to shoot at the change and defend yourself. Or be proactive and go out and make the changes yourself. Or make the changes more the way you want them. Life is full of change. That is one thing we're never going to stop. Life's in motion. Change is human. It's how we deal with change that differentiates all of us from one another. If you enjoyed today's video about change and how to deal with it, please shoot me a comment. If you enjoyed today's video, please subscribe. This has been The Real Senior Stoner, and I truly enjoy all the comments. I love doing these videos for everyone, and I hope that you all deal with your changes as well as you can. There are a lot of them coming. It's a new year ahead of us. You're all positioned, I'm sure. We're all like this, pouncing, ready to pounce on the change. Give ourselves a break. Cheers, everybody. And let's have a high five duo morning. Have a great day, everybody.